Alright guys, so today we're showing off Physical Goku Black in the Legendary Goku event. I do think he's going to be pretty good here, although one thing I would like to say as I select these orbs, I do think that the Int Goku Black is just better in this event. I think he's more built for it just because of the stacking defense mechanic, but that's not this Physical Goku Black's fault. So here, I just realized I should have put him in the second slot, but Gohan in the first slot probably would have finished him anyway. We don't really need to see how much he would take in this first stage. Right now he's at 2 million, pretty good. But the main idea of these videos... Oh, that's a lot. And the double super. Okay, yeah. So Physical Goku Black is pretty good, as you just saw, and you saw in the showcase yesterday, I think it was. But, like, the only problem with him is that he doesn't stack up his defense, and it's like, in this event, which is where we're showing him off, obviously, that is the main thing that you would like. But if you can make it through the STRUI Goku phase, he should be like really, really good here. Here we're actually going to have a whole lot of orbs. So next rotation, I'm going to make sure he takes an attack. We're going to give him like a good amount of orbs, see what his defense is at, and then see how much he takes. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to just see how much he takes from the STRUI Goku without an item active, because that is what I like to do. But I think we might die, unless if he only has to take like a one hit. I'm not sure though. Like Physical Future Gohan, I'm confident that he can take a hit from STRUI, but that's because he has damage reduction. And damage reduction is much more effective against type disadvantage than just like super high defenses, And, I guess that the inconsistency of needing orbs is one of the bad parts about this Goku Black. Okay, we're fusing with Zamasu here. Nice-oo. I really do like this AGL Zamasu. Like, I know I've said this in a lot of videos recently, but this is just genuinely how I feel. I do have a lot more fun with the Zamasu. I do know for a fact Trunks is better, though. Alright, let's see here. His defense is at 93,000. He can also activate Big Bad Bosses, which would make it go even higher. So let's just see how much damage he takes here. From Super Saiyan 1, no damage at all. And each time he gets hit, he is also, like, raising the amount of ki he starts off with. Okay, nice. And I'm not even going to cut here, because we're just going to have to go through next rotation. We got a lot of double supers here with Physical Goku Black, by the way. My Physical Goku Black, I guess I should have said this already, he only has one dupe. Well, I didn't want the... You know what? I think I am going to keep the double Trunkses together. Just so that they can continuously stack up their attack and defense. Like, they need supers more than anyone else on this team, actually. Because them and the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan are the only ones that I brought that actually do stack up their defense. And I know the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan isn't even on the future category, but I just brought him here to make this run a little bit easier, because even though he's only getting the 120% buff from Trunks, he still will make it easier because of his LR stats and stacking up defense. The lower leader skill doesn't really matter, like, once you factor all that in. Okay, so next turn, I didn't check and see how the key was lined up, actually. Hopefully it's lined up pretty good. One thing about Goku Black, though, is he does kind of set up his own key spheres if you're going up against a Goku's family category opponent. Okay, so this could actually be better. When there's too many rainbow key spheres, it does, like, limit the amount of key that you can get from the board. That was a voice crack. 93k again. So I don't think... Yeah, we won't have Big Bad Bosses active here, but I think after this turn, we might get Big Bad Bosses. Okay, there's a key, 2.4 million, so he's consistently at about 2.4 million without Big Bad Bosses and without support. That's really good. Like, comparing this to the AGL Zamasu, like, that's double AGL Zamasu's attack almost. And AGL Zamasu is like a brand new unit. Okay, this super's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot, actually. 130, we're fine. So do I need to cut here? If we finish off the Super Saiyan 2 Goku next rotation, I actually won't cut. Yeah, we'll be able to, so I'm not going to cut again, and then after we take a hit from the Super Saiyan 3 stage, I'm going to cut to God. Yeah, we won't need to cut here. I'm pretty confident about that. I should have checked to see which Trunks needs to super more, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Both Trunkses will have stacked up a lot by the time we get to the final stage. I don't remember, my Trunks actually has more dupes, so it's probably best that I left the friend Trunks on rotation, just so that he could stack up more often. Okay, so if Gohan crits here, we'll definitely be done. If not, we might need to cut. Hopefully we don't need to crit. No, okay. Well, it is, like, not out of the question that we double super here with Trunks, though. because Trunks has 2 dupes and my Gohan only has 1 dupe. And yes, awesome. Alright, so after this rotation, I think we are gonna cut. Alright, so here, that is a good amount of orbs. It looks 3, 6, 7. That's not the most orbs we've seen all day, but it's a good amount. 100k. So you can see, like, Big Bad Bosses did do more than orbs, because we, like, in most of the previous turns, we had gotten less orbs than that. Yep, still no damage at all. 2.4 million still. So I think Big Bad Bosses makes up for, like, 2 orbs. Because that time we got 7 orbs, and I know for a fact before we got, like, 9 or 10 or something. So you can just see that his defense did get slightly better. His attack was about the same. He didn't take any damage at all. So far, he's been very, very good. But, you know, we're still in the easy part of this event. Right now, we are going to cut forward to the Super Saiyan God stage. Okay, we're back here. We are against Tech God Goku. So a few things I'd like to say here. I have already, like, regretted bringing Tech God Goku. I was like, hey, it'll be nice to have extra rainbow spheres. But there is such a thing as too many rainbow spheres. Because it's getting in the way of us getting, like, a lot of ki. Because the max amount of rainbow spheres you can get is 5. And they're just crowding the board at this point. Now, the other thing I did want to say is here, we do not have Big Bad Bosses active. So I don't think we're going to die here, but there's a chance we do straight up die here. Hopefully it does... 60k, ow. Okay, so, this just in. Physical Goku Black will actually have Big Bad Bosses active when he's taking this attack. I actually wasn't expecting that, but that's clutch. And his attack stat here, 2.4 million. He's been consistently at about 2.4 million, which is good. So we can no longer lower attack. That's one thing to think about. This is going to hurt a lot. 222,000. I think we just died. So we didn't even get to see him take a normal here, which sucks. Please tell me we didn't die. Okay, we didn't die, I don't think. God Goku should be able to tank this. We'll tank these normals. Hopefully, at least. Oh, no, we died. Unless we get a level 3 dodge. Nope, we died. Okay, straight up. Okay, so I'll cut back in a second. I think I'll go to the tech stage again. Just so that we can see him maybe tank a normal. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're back here against God Goku. I do just want to see how much he'll take against a normal. It's hard to keep it consistent, though, because, like, here we're only getting 5 orbs, which is not much. We are actually also going to get a Dokkan mode, which I guess is another thing to look out for. Here his defense is at 66k. That's not good at all. Now, I think Big Bad Bosses might activate mid-turn. Ow, 48. 51? 49? Why is it going up? Big Bad Bosses should have definitely activated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Got all those. So, basically, if we get supered here, we're going to die again. But that did a lot of damage. I'm kind of scared how much he's going to take against, like, Blue Goku. I mean, STRUI Goku, it's going to be gross how much damage he's going to take. Please don't super Zamasu. I'd be so upset if I had to come back to God Goku again. Alright, please no supers, thank you. 52k, okay. Good thing this Gohan at this point does have, like, 50% damage reduction. That's always really good. But anyways, we are going to be moving on to Blue Goku. And I'm getting kind of nervous. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so here we are in Blue Goku. And if we die again, I'm going to be very upset. There's a chance we do die, because we don't have Big Bad Bosses active here. And there's no defensive item. I did use a Senzu, but obviously that gives you no defense. 47. I think we might get Big Bad Bosses active by the time Goku Black's, like, has to take attacks. I hope we do. Like, not so much that Zamasu gets supered. Okay. I don't think, yeah, Big Bad Bosses is not active here. You can tell by how low Goku Black's attack was there. Alright, double super doesn't really matter here. It would be nice if we could lower attack, which is why he's going to be really good in, like, Super Battle Road, but yeah, 53, that's a lot of damage. Obviously Gohan's not going to take anything, but, so next stage is going to be really scary. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to show some rotations on the next stage, but I don't think I'm ever just going to let him get hit, you know? I feel like I'm definitely going to activate some items, something. I don't want to just let him get hit, though. That definitely doesn't seem like a good idea. But I guess we'll be back then. See you guys in a second. Okay, so we're back here. Excuse me. There's no items active. Defense, obviously we haven't picked orbs yet. I don't know, I was looking at his defense. I guess we'll give those greens to Zamasu, and then Goku Black can get all of these orbs. That's a good amount of orbs. I'm definitely going to use an item, though. I want to see how much he takes even with an Icarus live, because it's going to be a sizable amount. It's not going to be like, oh, he's taking double digits with an Icarus. At least I don't think. It could be. Zamasu, who has type advantage and damage reduction from his card, and now damage reduction from an Icarus, is still taking damage. You know, it's not like he's taking double digits. He's not taking much, but he's still taking damage, which is impressive to me. Not like... It's impressive to me how weak Zamasu is. 3.3 million? Okay, chill. That's a lot, and he didn't crit. Okay. Okay, 5,000 with an Icarus. Without an Icarus, so we would have lived here, actually. Because Trunks, it looks like, is going to get supered, which means we would have lived. I didn't want to take that risk, though. So, without the Icarus, Goku Black would have probably taken like 50k from normals. And that's really what I think. I didn't want to spend too long here, though, because if I try to show a rotation of him like, oh, no items active on this rotation, we would straight up die. So I'm not trying to do that. Now, he will look really, really good in the last stage, which is where we're going to go right now. We'll be back in a second. Alright, guys, so here we are against UI Goku. So here I'm actually not going to use an item. And I'm doing this because, well, first off, we are probably going to die here. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Probably dead here. Especially if UI Goku Super Zamasu in the first slot. But the reason I put Zamasu in the first slot there was so that we could activate Big Bad Bosses. I want to see how much Goku Black is going to take from UI Goku with no items live. Okay, awesome, awesome, yes. So now, Big Bad Bosses is live, yes, okay. So how much is Goku Black going to take with no items live? Awesome, double super, he does a lot of damage here. Crit? No, okay. 1.6 million on UI Goku is a lot, though. 13k is nothing from in UI Goku. No super, which is fine. Part of me does just want to stick around until we do actually have to take a super. So, yeah, I guess I will just hang around. Oh, so if we don't get super next rotation, you know, I don't think it really matters, actually, thinking about it, because he's taking, he would probably take like 120k from a super. And looking at it right now, it's like we could finish this before we would even get that, like get supered, like in that one specific spot. Because the one thing that's hard to guess, like, about UI Goku and the Legendary Goku event is like he supers everywhere. Like most Dokkan event bosses, they super in like either the first two slots. In this Goku, he supers anywhere. So it would be hard for me to just predict where he was gonna get, well, where he was going to super. So I think this is actually what I'm gonna call it. So this Goku Black is really, really good. He's like, this is not the place where you would want to use him. Obviously, if you have Goku Black is way better here. But this guy's a good option if you don't have Goku Black. You know, if you're like a returning player and you're like, hey, I have physical Goku Black, I don't have Goku Black, you can use him here, and you can use him pretty effectively. You know, 13k in the last stage is no damage at all, really. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I'll see you guys next time.